The Coffee and the Company Podcast.
All right, we are in the recording. Jagdish?
Yep.
Thanks, man.
My pleasure.
Thanks for doing all this with me. And my dear student, Jagdish. Now, I need to clarify this thing.
Mm-hmm.
In my class, in my students' pool, right?
Huh.
I've taught any skin color. Any. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I don't just teach Chinese, obviously. I have you, I have Malay. Most of my students are 50-50 Malay and then 50 Chinese. And then the rest will be Indian and also some foreigners like white people, black people,
Okay.
brown people, Latin also I taught before. Now here's the thing, my experience are so wealthy, man. Experience only wealthy, not bank account. Even deaf students
Oh,
I taught before. Deaf students. I
Okay.
enjoy it so much, man. Students from all ages. Deaf student, now here's a trick from my students.
uh-huh.
Paid, only tell me. We are both deaf students. By the way,
A bit too late to back up.
I think they've been rejected for many times, in my opinion. Yeah, the way I look at it. That's why they use this trick now. Not
Okay.
trick now, but as a as a professional, I think I should honor whoever and whatever.
True.
And
Respect that.
I enjoy it so much, man. I enjoy it so much that the deaf students, by the way, they really hate if you calling them hearing disability. It pisses them off, man.
Then,
Piss them
understandable.
off, yeah. So they prefer to call deaf. Yeah. And I enjoy it so much that the whole class, no speaking at all, man.
Okay.
So that means it was so silent, everything written, typing on the phone. I was preparing the clipboards and stuff, preparing all the sticky notes. So I stick on the portafilter. This is portafilter. This is espresso machine. This is grinder. And by the end of the class, I just feel like I didn't do anything. Just the energy level is I so much to reserve because I don't speak much.
Okay.
I was using the drawing paper to flip over and draw and write on written on the whiteboard and
Okay.
anything the question they bounce up to me, I was replying with the phone.
Okay.
Yeah, with phone. Yeah, showing her the whatever I need to explain. It was a great experience. The reason I brought up this deaf students, recently there's a deaf association
Okay.
come and approach me.
Okay.
So she brought 4 to 5 deaf students, Chinese, Indian, and Malay
Okay.
as well. So they were asking me to teach them because they are about to operate an NGO,
Okay.
deaf cafe.
Alright.
So whatever they make is made by this association,
That's so cool.
deaf members. And I, without a heartbeat, I say yes, whatever it is. Don't talk about if you cannot afford it, you just pay whatever you can afford.
That's
Yeah,
brilliant.
man, I really enjoy it. I
Hey,
think
cheers. Cheers to that.
this kind lady, her name's Agnes. She's the one who taking care of them, trying to create the opportunities to all these deaf students. She believes that they deserve, better chance in terms of not to let people to look down on them. Yeah, man, that's really something. I really look forward to teach them, and hopefully they have, they can make a living out of all this.
Oh yeah. I haven't experienced that. The closest I've been to was a KFC where they.
Sentu, right?
Yes.
Jalan
yeah.
Ipoh is Sentu.
Jalan
That
Sentu.
really inspired me, man. That
Yep.
really inspired me as a kid that I went there. My father used to be, he is still an Amway direct selling.
Okay.
They have all these sales meetings. So my father brought me there. Then, my father is like always, you go do whatever you want.
Okay.
People walking down the road all along the way, checking out all the stores, right? So we walk in when I was hungry, right? So me and my brother just walk in this KFC. And it really happens they don't speak
At
sign
all.
language.
Yeah,
They don't speak at all. They're just pointing this and that.
Yeah.
That really inspired me that, in future, if I have the capability, I would like to do something like this in terms of coffee and F&B and stuff, so that I can bless these kind of people. They deserve a second chance. Not just these people, man. Even like the ex-convicts.
Okay,
Yeah.
True. You can give them a chance to
just
improve.
came out from the jail and stuff like that. I mean, these people are having a hard time to look for a job, man. So I don't mind to do all this.
Yeah, I'm in the industry where they don't need you. They need you to have a very clean record to be doing certain jobs.
Yeah.
But it's not fair.
I mean, that I understand the risk behind.
Yeah.
I understand the risk behind. As a company, you're hiring, some ex-convict. It's very hard for you to explain to your stakeholders and
Yes.
stuff, especially you are in the high risk of, I don't know what will happen. Maybe loss of money.
Correct.
Maybe they will steal some stuff. I mean, it really depends on what kind of filtration you're about to during the intake of all these employees. In my opinion,
Right.
yeah. So if let's say you a good boss, you always have a good stuff. In my belief, yeah. By the way, let me explain to this. Why are you here?
Okay.
You're the pilot, man. You're the pilot of this project.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So usually, in terms of students, I only take risk for the moment. You're the second person.
Oh,
I hope that in future I can do something like what you're about to do.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have this idea for longest time, which is ask me anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So students are so eager. There are so many questions in their mind. They listen to my podcast and stuff. So they are very eager to. I have this question. How come it's not being answered? I have this question. Or Dennis never covered. Or I have this question. I would like to ask Dennis. The other way around, instead of Reese asking the other way around. So maybe in more elaborate way,
Okay.
I'm not too sure, but I start to give chance to my students to probably we can do this once a month, probably you can do this twice a month, who knows, right? Depends on the schedule. So that if you have questions, a list of questions, you can come over and ask me about this company, about the direction, about the coffee knowledge, about whatever. Feel free to ask me.
Okay.
And then if you want to participate in this, you can feel free to DM the coffee and the company in Instagram or whatever way, Barista Experience Academy as well in Instagram. Whatever way that you can contact me. Let me know. I can fix the time. You just need to prepare your own question, the list of questions. Yeah.
Hit him up.
So hopefully this kind of list of questions will answer a lot of like-minded people, a lot of students' questions, burning questions. Hopefully it brings benefits. That's all, man.
Yeah, it did bring benefit to me also. I was about to purchase something which is very expensive.
Welcome to Rabbit Hole, man. How about we workshop the bird? A glass jar costs like 1,700 ringgit.
We were just talking about that the experience is nice lah, but then price wise, nowadays as we said earlier, selling a lifestyle.
Selling a lifestyle, man. So it's crazy. Anything from Weber Workshop, right? There's no cheap, man. You want to be cheap, we're going to get from Shopee and from China, man.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. So I believe that, well, anyway, I'm not complaining. I still want to get the bird. How about that? I'm a bastard. So, Jagdish, today you have a question for me?
One major question that I actually have it's regarding beans and the different roasters lah.
Yeah.
How is it like if I go to a certain roaster, they have a certain beans from certain origins.
Yeah.
Okay, and I go to a different roaster, they have the same exact beans.
Same varietal.
Same varietal.
For example, like Ethiopia Sidama, you get it from the hub.
Yep.
You get it from Ghostbird. You get it from probably Brew and Bread. You
Yep.
get it from others as well.
Others and all that, mimosa and all that.
Yeah.
The price range is huge. You know that like they are from. Can I say the
Yes.
price range? Like Hub is on the premium side and all that.
Yeah.
The consistency is there. I'm not saying the others
You're talking
are
the
not
hub
consistent.
is the premium side. The hub.
Pricey for
Yeah.
me. Like I didn't go any more expensive than that, lah. So maybe
Wow,
there's still
dude, you
option.
need to go to a one half roastery, man.
Yeah. I
There's
heard about
nothing
that.
less than 80 ringgit.
My goodness, that's what holding me back, I suppose. So why is the taste so different? Same, maybe okay. I did realize the beans are somewhat darker on the other roasters
Yeah.
and all,
Yeah.
but I don't get the same flavor. Even though if I dial in
Agree.
proper, change the grind size, brew temperature and all, but still I don't get the same taste.
Yeah, I agree.
Why is it so?
Well, okay, hold on. I got this issue with the EOS, man. Damn. Okay, well, first thing first. Anyway, first thing first. I think the first, the varietal. I'm not too sure you're aware. The varietal will derive in different grades.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For example, Ethiopia Sidama, like I mentioned just now, it can be derived in different grade. Grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Same varietal. Because the same region or the same tree, coffee tree, cannot produce the top tier level.
Okay.
Because tree is a tree, it's a mother nature.
Right.
It will come up with different, in one tree, you can harvest different grades of
Okay.
stuff. The only grades it comes out is when you harvest one whole batch, then the farmers, the producers would sort out different grades.
Okay.
Yeah, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, so on and so forth. So that you get cheaper price, let's say the same varietal.
Okay.
For example, grade 3. You get higher price. You pay higher price for the grade 1. That will... Let me further elaborate what are the different grades. Because first of all, I'm not a roaster.
Okay.
I'm not a coffee farmer. This is what I heard, this is what I saw. Different grade. Grade 1 should be almost all like manufactured.
Okay.
Sizes and color.
Size and color. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grade 2 and so on and so forth. Grade 3 should be over the place.
All
Different
over the place.
sizes.
Okay.
You have to, because you pay lesser price,
Okay.
you have to sort your own.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Something like that. So when you purchase a grade 3, for example, 1 kilo, come with different sizes, different colors, man. Yeah.
Okay.
But that also really depends on the farmers and the region as well.
It's either you pay premium for the farmers to sort it out for you, and then you take.
Yeah, not just that,
food.
man.
Okay.
Not just that. It comes out, of course, some are defects, it's normal, 1%, 5% is normal.
Okay.
But the quality, the colors from the green beans is much more consistent rather than a grade 3 and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The money you pay is the color, is the grade that you get, the quality you get. That's all. Yeah.
But that is visible in the packaging when you buy.
That is visible at the packaging. And also, grade 3 could be a X-stock. X-stock as in like been in the warehouse for 3 months,
Okay.
6 months,
Okay.
5 months, Same varietal from grade 1 drop into grade 3. Same thing, same production, same
Okay.
harvest. Because of it's been quite a while in the farmers or warehouse, right?
Okay.
So that's why they sell at a lower price.
But green beans normally they don't age that.
Half a year, man, you need roast already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, green beans got stale, man.
Ah,
Any raw material still got stale,
okay.
including meat, vegetable, it got stale as well. Beans, fortunately, is a bit, longer period of time. It got stale. If you store it properly, again. Yeah.
Okay.
If you direct sunlight, then you got stale immediately.
So it depends on the type of grade of beans that the roaster is getting.
Yeah, but usually the roaster will not tell you
All right.
all these, right? Also, you have to factor in what kind of roaster are they using.
Okay.
Yeah, the roaster as in individual, just like car, right?
Okay.
The roasters have different profile, different characteristic. Roasting machine, I'm talking about. Roaster, that means a roasting machine, yeah? For example, Stronghold, yeah, different brands. Loring's most expensive.
Okay.
Decent, reputable. Diedrich and
That's what normally
all these
seen.
Probat, all these are reputable. Now, if you use something newer brands, you will produce different characteristic.
Okay.
Depends on the roaster. Roaster have a hard time to replicate as well. The same batch. Let's say I have 10 kilos, right? They're having a hard time as well to, if they're not skillful enough. It's very difficult to replicate the same roasting profile, exactly the same, I'm talking.
Right.
Exactly the same. Pretty difficult because why? You have to factor in the bean sizes, because it's Mother Nature, not the single beans are exact the same as the next one.
Right.
So all this together, 1 kilo, right, will make the whole batch density different.
Okay.
So that's why I have to factor in the roaster that they're using, and also have to factor in the different batches, also factor in the different weather and stuff. The way they roast will play a factor on the taste profile. That's all I can say, man. Yeah, based on my common sense and what my roaster friend told me.
Okay.
Yeah. You can taste it with medium roast or this, but dark roast, who cares, right? Everything tastes almost same. Especially the dark roasted, usually they use the kind of low condensation beans.
Okay.
They will roast dark roast. Kind of low condensation means low moisture. That means the beans has been sitting quite a while.
Okay.
So rather than waste it, they produce it for a medium dark or dark roast.
Easy to get
Easy,
that
yeah.
same taste and all that.
Yeah. Easy
So
to get back.
light roasted are the one that is actually more
Difficult to replicate. Yeah,
Okay.
difficult to replicate. Also, for you as a home brewer, you're also difficult to replicate the same taste profile. Because why? The age everyday's age. Also, you need to have a very good grinder.
Yep.
Because light roast coffee beans are highly dense. It's very dense coffee beans, right? So that's why it's pretty hard for people to replicate the same taste profile,
Okay.
exact same profile every single time. Yeah.
And then another question on beans.
Yep.
Different areas, continents wise. I realized lately that South American beans tend to be more expensive than these Africans, like the Ethiopian. Uganda, I bought a bean, but it's not my acquired taste, lah. But South American beans are more expensive. Is that a thing now, or
I can't tell you based on just based on country, because every country is right. They produce from the highest end to the lowest end.
Right. Okay.
So if you compare African beans like Ethiopia, the middle end, and then compare with South American countries, the highest end, like probably Brazil, they also have some pretty good stuff over there. Highest end, they do have, I'm sure. What's that called? What's the champion name? Bottom Ump. Bottom Ump is the last year World Barista champion, right?
Okay.
He's from Brazil. And, I'm sure he has some very good stuff from Brazil as well. So it's not that fair to base on what we know,
Okay.
based on the label or price tag.
Okay.
It's not fair to compare the price based on that. Now, if you source your own green beans, then probably
All
a
right.
bit more.
Okay.
Because if I use the most expensive roaster, like Loring or Stronghold, compare with another roaster been using I don't know, some Indonesian roaster, Vietnamese roaster, where it costs like 5,000 ringgit. And compared with my stronghold, I'm using 110,000 ringgit roaster, right? Then how? How do I have to sell the same price as the freelancer or what I say independent roaster? Been using the Vietnamese roaster.
Right.
It's not the same price, right?
Correct.
Because the end result relatively will reflect what kind of roaster we are using. I'm not saying that Stronghold is the best, but I'm telling you that if I drive a car, let's say a Mercedes, I have to pay higher fuel.
Right.
Or compare it with a Toyota.
Right. So you're
Probably much more fuel efficient, right?
Yep.
So that's why I would say it's pretty tough to compare price just based on the roasted coffee beans with the price tag on top.
So it's just that, you like Toyota or Mercedes, the end game, you're reaching to the point, A to B.
Yeah.
It's not like how fast you get there.
It's not. But
what kind of ride it is.
the roast and the temperature control is different.
Right.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually the lower end roaster machine, you don't get much of temperature control and insight what's happening in the drum.
Okay.
Yeah. So the roaster, what I just learned that I bought the Bullet Ilio, it has some multiple sensors.
Okay.
It can give you a very accurate. So the price that you pay is the specs that you get.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so consistency of how you want to play around the roaster. Yeah. Obviously, if you pay higher price, you get more control.
Right.
Yeah. You get more insight and data. In compare the lower end, probably you get less data and less accuracy.
Right.
Yeah. And consistency as well. Yeah.
So the area doesn't matter. Like, it depends on the process that they take. That drives the
Man. So
price.
from the beans to the cup, right? There's so many steps in between.
Okay.
So many steps, man. If you're sourcing with the trader, you're sourcing the green beans from the trader and the coffee producer, there are so many hands being rolled over, so many hands of profit, right?
Okay.
So that will reflect on the price as well. If you direct trade, then probably you get a better deal.
Okay.
But if you get direct trade, probably you need to commit large amount of, to secure the lot.
So that doesn't necessarily mean that coffee tastes better. It's your taste, your preference.
Here's the thing, Jagdish. And here's my point of view towards all the coffee. There's no bad coffee at all, in my opinion.
Okay.
Not at all, man. Nescafe, good. Many people condemn Nescafe. They're my friends, enthusiasts about coffee. But can you replicate the marketing of Nescafe? You can't, right? Every single household in Malaysia, there's one sachet or one bottle jar of Nescafe powder at home. Can you do that or not? You can't.
Right.
So that is a legacy. That's a legacy that Nescafe has made, so that you can't. Don't talk about quality. I mean, quality is everything. It doesn't mean everything. What about quality coffee, but you cannot make your living? Right? What about good cup of quality coffee, but you cannot sustain to pay your rent, you cannot sustain to pay your cafes, whatever.
Right.
Then what is the use of a good cup of coffee? You need to be balanced. You have to have the balanced point of view. If you're making living from coffee, you cannot just pure passion based on the quality. Dude, can't make it living, man. What about the employees depending on your income,
Right.
a business? Yeah, so that's my point of view. So I don't think there's any bad coffee. If you like kopi O, if you like kopi cao with sugar or not, go ahead, man. It's our legacy, it's our root. I started from there. I don't think it's wrong if you consume. I don't think you should be looked down if you consume kopi or cao, But if you want something better taste, if you want something, if you're looking for something, it's much more enjoyable for your life. Yeah, probably specialty coffee, you can give it a try. If you don't like it, You can stick with Nescafe and all this, man. There's no issue at all, man. There's no bad coffee in my opinion. Yeah.
I started with Nescafe also. Then my coffee journey started with Nescafe. Then from there, frosted. What they call this? Frosted deep.
Crystallized
Coffee.
coffee powder.
So
Crystallized coffee
from the normal Nescafe, we went to Nescafe Gold, and then went to the Davidoff, and then went to the Jamaica Blue.
powder. Yeah, man.
The Blue Mountain Coffee. You have to source the
Starbucks.
UCC ones and all that. Starbucks. No, I didn't step into that.
I started with Nescafe and coffee, all this. Then before I played around with all this specialty coffee, Starbucks is my thing, man. What's my thing?
Okay.
I was using a percolator from IKEA, and I grind my own beans with Hario.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I bought every month. I buy some beans from there, some single origin, 25 ringgit. That was like 12 years ago,
Okay.
13 years ago. And then seasonal blends like 40 ringgit.
Okay.
All dark roast, man. Yeah. So nothing wrong, man. I mean, if you're fucking happy, then drink it. If you don't happy, don't drink it.
I changed from there. There was a reason.
Graduated from Starbucks, I would say. For me, yeah. You
Okay.
graduated from Nescafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason why I moved out from Nescafe or frosted dried ice coffee, dried ice,
Crystallized coffee, yeah.
crystallized coffee.
Instant coffee, instant
because
coffee.
it gives reflux. I had bad reflux after drinking that cup of coffee and all that. But I liked coffee. So then I read somewhere. My brother told me that okay, why don't we just get fresh beans and we try that. And true enough, freshly grounded beans,
Coffee,
and
yeah.
you make coffee out of it. There was no reflux. So I started
Now, do
enjoying
you
beans.
know why I suggest you to get a grinder with a coffee machine? So I always suggest these people, right? Please don't get like pre-ground coffee.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you know why or not?
it oxidizes, right?
Yeah, it oxidizes quickly, right? So they were saying that now, first of all, if you play with espresso machine, right? Now you play with espresso machine, and then first of all, espresso is super sensitive to a grind size.
Right.
If you pre-ground, you're predetermined.
Yes.
So what if grind at the wrong size? There are so many grind sizes for espresso, right? That's why there's this espresso grinder just dedicated for grinding espresso coffee ground. From the coarsest to the finest
Right.
up into Turkish. So that's why it's kind of taboo for people to buy pre-ground and go back and put in their espresso machine and try to make a good cup of coffee of that.
Right.
Yeah. So in my opinion, that's why there's always at the cafe sitting next to the espresso machine, there's a coffee grinder. Because you can adjust it accordingly. Not just that, you get not so deoxidized coffee immediately.
Okay.
Yeah. So coffee is such a complicated topic, right? So complicated, man. So complicated, I can make a living from it. How about that?
But it's a niche market. I mean, you're doing a fantastic job. I mean, I would say how I ventured into this machine part and all that. It's also
You got poison from me?
yeah. The majority of that poison, the premium poison, came in after learning coffee from you.
Let me check on DSLR, man. It's not running. So I hate this. I changed my laptop and stuff, right? Give me like 10 seconds.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, I'm back. Let me check. Oh, because I changed my laptop. So right now, some hiccups on the DSLR. Always a DSLR in my podcast, man. What a beach, man. What a beach, man. I hate to say this. Always, I think I mentioned my DSLR problem for the longest time. That's since the episode 1, man. So I still haven't tackled the issues. You know what? One thing leads to another. I bought the laptop because of large file editing. One episode takes me like 20 gigs of a file size, one episode. And my laptop, my older laptop, cannot take it. It's not fast enough. It's not that it cannot take it. It's not fast enough. So right now I have DSLR problem. I haven't solved yet.
It's going to lead there soon. Maybe like you already changed the laptop, the mic.
Well,
the lighting.
The truth is, all the DSLR are the same. You can only record 30 minutes max.
Okay.
29 minutes, 59 seconds to be exact.
But
Yeah, man.
iPhone does a good recording also.
Yes, but iPhone is the equivalent of this supercomputer over here, the price tag, right? So I think I'm invest enough.
Okay.
The mic cost me like 1,000 plus ringgit. You know what I'm saying? And then the computer, the laptop right now invested a few K over here for the post production. Yeah, so DSLR it got me like few thousand or so. I think I invest enough. Let's put it that
What's
way.
the problem actually? The recording is not taking place, or
No, because I changed a new laptop. Right now, the app just hiccups. The remote shooting app
okay.
from Canon, so it's kind of like auto shut off. So I'm not too sure whether it's still running or not. That's
Okay.
the problem. I need
You
to
have to
see.
go and check it out again.
Because of 30 minutes issue.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the bastard, man. So you were saying that just now. You were come back to the topic, man. You were saying just now. What were you saying just now before we?
I think I was saying about how I ventured into this coffee.
Yeah, how you mentioned this? You got poisoned, lah.
Got poisoned
By me.
But way before that is espresso machine is something nice, unique for me then when I was a beginner. So I got a espresso machine from online, and it was from China.
Yeah.
And
How much you bought from Shopee? You bought from Shopee?
I think it was Lazada or something like that. It was not Shopee then.
Same shit.
Yeah, same shit. So I got it for about I think 400 ringgit,
Oh man.
or maybe less than that. I can't remember. It was way long
Can
time
you tell
ago.
me your experience on that?
Yes. So I had to get pre-ground coffees and all that. Not
You never
knowing that,
buy. You never buy the.
no
grinder.
no grinder. So bought
How many
pre-ground
years?
coffee.
How many years ago at the time?
This would be about I would say 12 years ago.
12 years ago.
12 years ago,
Wow,
yeah.
Longest time ago, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so when I bought this machine, pre-ground coffee beans and all, you see this machine. I don't know. There's pressure and all that. For me, it's like like a normal microwave. You press a button, coffee is supposed to come out, and then the other thing you just open up and all. So didn't realize that espresso machine has pressure. That you need to build pressure so that the water comes out through it and all. And what I did was I just right after the machine was done extracting, I took off the portafilter, and then I didn't know it's called portafilter. It's that back, and the thing kind of exploded. It's like a pop sound.
Yeah, because it's pressure built up.
Yes, and I freaked out, and then I just stored the machine away. I didn't touch it again.
Yeah.
So it's from China, maybe the manufacturing defect. I think this is not the right machine, and it's going to injure me.
Now here's the thing,
Yeah.
the knowledge. When you have no knowledge, right?
Yeah.
You scared the shit, right? Overthinking.
Yeah, and I stored it. I didn't use this machine. I didn't use espresso machine at all. Didn't even bother looking for a different machine altogether, and stored it aside. And after that, did not touch any espresso machine until went and buy this Breville.
Breville. Barista Express?
Barista Express.
Oh
yes.
man, that's the legend.
Yeah.
That was like how many years ago?
I would say
4 years?
4 years ago. Yep.
Yeah.
4 years ago. So that's a long gap from the point that I bought a machine and
What a long years to recover, man.
Yes, I went on to going for cafes and drinking coffee from there, and didn't even bother the price. Just bought the coffee and drank. Until started venturing, I saw this Breville. I think, this is a machine. This
You bought it from Harvey Norman?
I bought it from Sengheng.
Okay.
Sengheng.
Cool.
I used my credit card points to redeem the machine.
Yeah.
I topped up some money and then got the machine. So it has the grinder and the espresso machine. Like perfect combination.
All right.
Okay. So bought it. Been using new beans, whole beans and all. And then I started looking for different roasters and all that. And then at that time, I couldn't find roasters easily. So we used to go somewhere to Klang, buy these beans, and
I think 4 years ago, quite accessible, right? 5 years ago.
I didn't know.
Yeah, you without any guidance from your friends.
Even the hub, I got to know from here
Okay.
after joining this class.
The hub should know. Yeah, a few suppliers should thank me.
They should.
Build loyalty for them. So what about that? After that, then how long you been using Bravio?
I used it for close to 2+ years. It was up
What's your struggle on Bravio? What makes you change to Profitec later on?
I figured out that Breville, it's one preset setting. I can only play with the grind size of the coffee beans, and that's it. There's no pre-infusion, there's no pressure control, because the same beans, same grind size and all, I can extract like 3 cups of coffees. It will taste different. Because the pressure which I learned over here, thanks to you, the poison, just
poison, man.
And then the taste was the same and all. So when I went to the one particular roaster after that, I said, "Hey, bro, I'm using this machine right now. I think the coffee is not consistent." And then the guy suggested to me, get a grinder. I said, I already got a grinder. I got a grinder already. No. You get a good grinder, which is, he couldn't explain to me clearly that, why I should get a different grinder. The grind size, all the particles inside is all consistent. So it will have a consistent, you will have a consistent coffee after that.
Yeah.
Using this grinder.
Yeah.
So, okay. But then I heard the price. And I'm like, what, $3,000 for a grinder? 4 years ago? Yeah, I bought the machine for 2,000 something ringgit.
Yeah.
Okay, using my points. With the points factor in and all that, I got a whole machine cheap, and I'm just going to get a grinder for $3,000. I think it's not worth it. And I shoved the plan to get a grinder one side. Stick to my Breville original, cleaned up the grinder and all that. And that time cleaning was not like a necessity. Didn't know the importance of it. And until I joined this barista experience.
This course, barista course.
Yep.
I think when you joined barista course, you told me you're already using Profitec.
Yes.
What makes you?
I went to La Masa.
What makes you want to go to La Masa at the time?
I figured out, wow, these guys sell good equipments, man. Something they are unique machines and all. So when I went there, and this guy, his name was Arif, and he was a very nice guy. He guided me on machines and all that. Yeah. So before I told him that I want to upgrade my equipments and all that, and he said just change the grinder. I mean, like, you also saying grinder? You see, make much of a difference.
So you see the pattern, right?
Yeah. And that's the time I got a Eureka Minion grinder. So
you got it like Specialita, right? Did you use Specialita?
Yeah, I did Specialita.
Yeah.
No, Specialita, which is the lower. I took the lower range because cheap.
There's Manole. The black color one.
Yes.
Matte black.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took that. The cheaper variant that was available. I said like the next upgrade would make a significant difference compared to my Breville grinder, you see. So I bought that. And true enough, coffee was different.
Immediately, you kind of feel the coffee is different.
The extraction was different, and the crema was good. And that time for me, if I have more crema, that means my coffee is very good.
Yeah.
Knowledge then. Then more crema, very good coffee.
There's a false impression.
So I saw the crema coming. I'm like, wow, this is correct. What they say, change the
Okay,
grinder.
let me further elaborate why I call, if let's say thick crema, that means you can play around with latte art, you can play around, it's good coffee. That is super false impression. In terms of latte art, if I stick to that mindset, thick crema can play with latte art. Now let me ask the listeners, whoever listening, does hot chocolate have latte art or not? Does matcha latte has latte art or not? Hojicha, all these have, right? But they're not coffee. Where's the crema coming from? That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point why latte art you can pour latte art. The whole point is the concentration of the liquid, not the crema.
Okay.
concentration of the liquid. Crema tastes bitter, man.
Right.
It's not good. The only thing that crema tells you one story, one thing, one indicator, how fresh is the beans. If the crema coming out from the coffee and it persists on the coffee, on the espresso, it's fresh, still in the golden period. Now let's say the crema immediately dissolve less than 1 minute, less than 30 seconds. Still fucking beans, man. That's all I can say.
Yep.
And crema is not good at all in terms of taste. Tastes bitter as shit, man.
Bitter, yeah.
Yeah.
I learned that here.
Yeah, man. Yeah, don't praise me too high, man.
No, but
I can't sleep at night.
No, I'm not praising, but this is what I learned. So what I learned here is I'm indicating. You see.
So you were saying that like before, when we're using Braville, then jump to Profit Tech.
Profit Tech.
That
Went back
is
to
like,
La Masa.
What's the period?
See,
You've been using Braville for 2 years.
Yep.
And then you start using, after 2 years, you start buying Profit Tech.
Profitec,
Heat
yep.
exchanger. What's the Pro 600?
500. Profit Tech Pro 500.
Pro 500. Heat exchanger.
It
machine,
exchange,
right?
yeah. I didn't.
Beautiful, handsome machine.
It is.
Yeah.
It's still available. I use it. Still have that machine.
Yeah.
So I upgraded Y from Breville.
Yeah, why
to
is it from
Profitec.
Braville? After you change the manuale, Mignon, Eureka Mignon manuale, then you change to Profitec with pairing with manuale as well?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Same old grinder. And why I changed it? Because I moved to a different house. I was living with the whole family together.
Yeah.
So when I moved, then realized my siblings, they also enjoy coffee and all that. So I thought, okay, I'll upgrade to a different machine. Then I'll give my Breville to
your
my brother.
siblings,
Yeah.
Yeah, so your sibling brother.
So that is why I ventured to get. I said, if I'm going to buy something different, another machine, I said upgrade it.
Yeah.
So went back to La Masa, and then the Arif recommended to get Profitec 500.
Yeah.
Why? There was also cheaper variant a bit, but he said if you want to upgrade, you have to. Since he knew that he suggested that I change to 500
boiler.
because heat exchange. You can have a different experience. You can taste coffee better that way. I have not learned properly how to taste coffee then. So bought the machine. Oh yeah, there was difference. It's more like a cafe style,
Yeah, agreed.
upgraded version. Is not.
Yeah, man.
I would not say Breville.
Another
is bad.
notch up.
Yeah, another notch up. And been using that machine paired with the grinder. And then, I was comfortable using it.
Yeah.
Learned very well how to,
And how long you been using that Profitec?
Close to 1.5 years.
1.5 years.
1.5 years, yeah. Yep. And
And that was pairing with manuale as well. 1.5
manual,
years.
yes. And
I have that as well last time.
yeah.
Man, it's so slow, man. 50
Yes.
So damn slow. Man. Can't wait for it. It's not designed to slow as per se.
Okay.
It's designed to be that technology, 50 mm flat burr, to be as fast as you could, but still it's very slow. Yeah, in my opinion. But you can't complain. That time I bought it probably like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Okay.
When there's no niche, there's no much of single dose grinder at the time. I bought it, that's the cheapest one. And I bought it because I need to pair, but by the way, that time I already have like unfilmed Scody 2
Okay.
at home. I just buy it because I want to pair with my Oscar 2, my second machine, so I can educate the students.
Okay.
I put it in my classroom for those who join my class during RGB coffee at the time. They see the machines are there, the manuale and also the Oscar 2. So I can introduce them, or if you're looking for home use machine, you can buy this manuale. And Oscar 2 is a good machine at the time, but a bit higher end, higher pricey type category in terms of heat exchanger. Compare with the Braville, obviously.
Right.
Yeah. So so that's why I have all this equipment, just for the sake of equipment, just for the sake of education, man. There's nothing else.
Okay.
I buy all this just to learn, just to see, just to experience all these machines, how they behave. Yeah. In compare the commercial one, in compare the higher end one. so that the students over here, they would know what are the difference. The
Right.
money you pay is what you get. That's always my point. Yeah.
True.
Then what's your next grinder after Manole, and then
After then I joined.
the course, right?
Course.
The barista course.
Yeah.
That was like,
It was the latte art
Last year?
course actually.
oh, Leslie was teaching you the time.
Yes, yes.
I remember Leslie brought you to me. It's so urgent, man. You want to join immediately? Can you start tomorrow?
Yeah, I came. I was very eager to learn this latte art. So when I joined here, I did the latte art. It was a very detailed explanation of how to get a proper latte art.
Yeah.
And I being adamant that I think that I know everything until I joined the class.
Yeah, same goes to me. I don't know all the shit.
So I told Leslie that time, like, I want to learn more and all that. He said, but can you put a latte art? I said, yeah, I can. For me, whatever I put was, but then when I learned, when they assessed me, and then he said, if my boss say that you can pour, only then you move on to the next step. I'm like, yeah, okay. I couldn't pour latte art, man. I realized then I had to learn properly. Then, so yeah, I signed up, learned from from zero.
From zero?
Yep, and barista experience taught me a lot.
Yeah, man.
And they gave me a lot of poison also.
You're a current user of Decent Espresso.
As a decent espresso, yeah.
And pairing with DF64 grinder.
DF64 Gen 2.
Yeah, Gen 2
and my colleague X54 as well.
X54.
But I don't use that much lah. Because the DF is also, there's a story behind the why I got a DF. and even the decent, I was into that Lamazoko Linea
Micra.
Mini.
Is it Micra? Or Linear Mini?
Linea
yeah,
Mini.
Yeah.
The Lamborghini.
Yeah. Linear Mini, it's a terrific machine. In my opinion, it's been with me for the longest time over here. All the machines over here,
Yep.
Linear Mini is the longest.
Huh.
Yeah. So here, yeah, behind the camera.
It's a beautiful machine. Though.
Yeah, nice. If you want it, no brainer. Just only to adjust the brew temperature. If you want it, turn on the machine. You always work.
Yep.
Linear Mini is the way to go. Always a workhorse. Never give me downtime.
Yeah.
So, but if you want to have something more, man, you got to have some other things like GS3, Slayer, and Decent Espresso. If you are enthusiastic about espresso, I would say in that range, I would say Decent Espresso is the most capable and the most budget friendly, I would say.
Yep.
GS3 right now, the AP at least like 33,000 ringgit.
Yep.
And Slayer, you don't need to ask that. I just saw it that day, 58,000 for single group ringgit.
Yep.
58,000 ringgit, man. But
Decent.
Decent, just another technology, I would say.
Yep.
Yeah, in compare those two. Obviously, these three are different technologies as well. And so if you are enthusiast, you can consider about all these machines that I mentioned about enthusiasts about espresso making. Yeah.
I had a perception about decent, the way it sounds,
Yeah, man.
the way it works.
That's something that most common comment from all the decent curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the sound sounds like Breville, the pump sounds like Breville.
Yeah.
But in terms of the capability, it's really out of this world, man.
Yep.
Really out of this world among all the technology. Not to praise them. Yeah, I used to work for Decent for like 7-8 months during the lockdown. I'm not sure that you know. Yeah.
I saw your videos. You gave a lot of reviews. You gave feedbacks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they don't buy me all these reviews. I just want to let you know they don't buy me all these reviews. I'm a fanboy of Decent Espresso Machine because they have a passion of taking care of their customers.
I agree.
Users.
I really agree.
If you go into their forum, right?
Yep. Yeah, that is
Man,
for
there are so many passionate users over there, man.
exactly. Yeah.
Including like Jonathan Garnier, one of the very active users inside. There. So there are a few presets are designed by Jonathan Garnier and Scott Rao. Scott Rao is a co-founder of Decent.
Decent. Okay.
He's a consultant for the whole machine design in terms of the usability and user experience. I'm not talking about the technical design.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, shout out to Decent. So I used to work with them for 7-8 months and as a content creator as in education. That's why my book was listed in their forum. If you want to learn more about the basic coffee, usually refer to their users with my book.
Okay.
Yeah, my ebook. Yeah, inside. Yeah.
It's available in their diaspora as well.
Sorry.
It's available in their diaspora.
Yeah, diaspora. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. For and also some minor tweak. I did a few months ago with them. Some minor tweak that some unfinished chapters.
Okay.
So a few months ago we did some review on finishing the book as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah.
So my movement from Profitec 500 to Decent
Yeah.
also had a story happened over here,
Yeah.
and I was skeptical of it.
Wow, it's just scaring the students, man. I have to
No, I
spend
mean-
so much on a barista student. You have to spend so much.
I mean, they were also my classmates who actually did not get any machine, but they merely learned how to enjoy a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
How to taste, realizing the taste notes, which
Yeah.
I learned over here. Other than that, it was a bit of coffee with milk. That's it.
Yeah.
Simple stuff.
So there are a lot of trainers over here. Yeah, we have at least 10 of us, part-time trainers and full-time trainers. Put it this way, 80% of them, or at least 90%, I would say, they do not own any coffee machine at home, but yet they do progress in terms of skills, in terms of latte art, in terms of tasting as well. Why? Because they're in the community with a lot of, with their trainers, other trainers who are enthusiasts about coffee as well.
Okay.
Occasionally we have internal training as well. So I don't think if you want to progress, if you want to learn the barista skills,
you have to buy a machine. It's
you
not
don't have
necessary.
to buy
Yeah,
a machine,
yeah.
man. You don't have to. I started my journey without machine as well.
Okay.
I have no machine. I bought just like your experience. So, I don't know, crops or something. Yeah,
That name
I
was
have
important.
that. I had that in my uncle's house. I used to stay in my uncle's. That was probably like 13 years ago, man. And you know what? I paired it with spice grinder. How about that? Spice grinder, further elaborate. Spice grinder is used for sambal belacan grinding.
Oh.
It's used for spice grinding, cinnamon grinding.
Yes.
Yeah. From cinnamon into cinnamon powder, some sort like that. It can never go fine enough
Right.
because the spice grinder are cutting with blades. Yeah. 4 fans. You
Yes.
can imagine like fan, right?
Yeah, it's just
3
breaking.
pieces of blades inside, 4 pieces of blades inside. That's how I use it to make coffee.
Added flavor.
Wow, shit.
There's some added flavor inside.
that one is dedicated for
Only for coffee.
Yeah, only for coffee.
Okay.
But you can never get fine enough
Okay.
to make espresso. You're always diarrhea one, always gushing out, always yellowish color, pale. So that's why after I bought that, then I kind of learned my way. There's not really a compatible grinder for espresso.
Talking about gushing out, the turbo bloom stuff is also gush out coffee, right?
Yeah.
Then it looks like it's not a good cup of coffee.
Yeah,
But
it's
now-
never photogenic.
Yeah.
Never looks like tiger stripes, oily, dark brown color coming out, right? No, it's not. So nobody would dare to take video of blooming shot or turbo shots.
Okay.
Why? Now here's the trick. It's very hard for you to do it correctly unless you have a good grinder.
Okay.
Because you need to grind coarsely, right? Let me ask you, Jagdish. Espresso grinder, is it good at grinding fine or grinding coarse?
Espresso grinder.
Espresso like niche, like Varia, like DF64.
Fine.
Good at grinding fine.
Yeah.
Coffee ground, right?
Yep.
When you use turbo shots, you need to have a grinder that's very good at grinding coarse.
Okay.
The common issue with espresso grinder is very good at grinding fine. Uniformity. It's
Yep.
the key, right?
Right.
The problem when when you tune or adjust the espresso grinder to grind coarse, right? You have a lot of boulders.
Okay.
Boulders and it's like sand-like, stone-like kind of
Right.
stuff coming out. Because it's not designed to grind coarse, it's designed to grind fine. So that's why you need to have a good filter grinder, probably a good grinder that can support up to V60 and stuff, AeroPress and stuff like that. Because it's gushing out.
Okay.
Not every grinder is very good at grinding coarse in terms of uniformity. Pretty tough, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you need a specific grinder to grind coarse, or not as coarse as French press and stuff, but coarse as in coarser than the espresso. So you can do some turbo shot nicely, although it's gushing out, but many people like it.
I haven't tried it, but I saw
There
videos how
are
they do it.
data putting in tests. The TDS do like 22%, 20% extraction rate. Yeah, even though the brew time is like 17 seconds, 15 seconds, man. But the extraction rate, they did it with a TDS meter.
Right.
18%, 20%, 21%, man. Yeah, so it's still properly extracted coffee. But really depends what kind of taste profile you prefer. Personally, I don't like it. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No, I'm not a fan of turbo shot. I tried it.
Okay.
Maybe I don't really have a good grinder. I tried, it's too sourish, it's too acidic for me to take. I still prefer 1 to 2, 1 to 2.5 and stuff like that.
Okay.
Traditional way, man. There are people going up to 1 to 12. It's not espresso anymore.
It's more
There's
like
a name for it. There's a term for it. I can't really remember. 1 to 12, man. It's like coming out like filter coffee and stuff. Yeah. So there are people crazy about it. We like roast coffee, so that's why they like to have it long brew ratio, because it's super light roast coffee.
Okay.
You need more water to go through and extract.
What kind of grinder would you say? Like, I mean, you see, they're conical and this. What I understand now, conical grinders are good for espresso, or it's
It's a little
preference.
bit both, man. So it's just like you cannot tell me. The analogy is very similar with car. I always love to use car, right? Is BMW better than SUV? Or Mercedes-Benz better than SUV? No, right? They both have SUV very good ones, man.
Yeah.
Same with espresso, same with grinder. A flat burr and conical burr, they both have dedicated good grinders for grinding coarse and grinding fine. But depends what kind of model you're trying. Personally, I don't have experience enough in terms of conical grinders. That's my personal view. I only have 2 conical grinders over here, niche and varia, and also comandante hand grinder. The rest are all flat burrs, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's tough for me to answer that question, man. I can't really tell that. You have to find out yourself, Jagdish. How about that?
I did.
Go and buy more. Go and buy now, Philos. Master, Flatbird, Philos.
Yeah, I'll hold on to that. Like, I need to figure out my decent properly. I'm not using many profiles. At best, I did the Italian. Then I am using the gentle and sweet.
You
I
don't
tweak the
have
temperature.
to get confused much in terms of... I only use few presets.
Okay.
Number 1, adaptive for medium roast.
Right.
Number 2, traditional lever. Number 3, the normal one, the what do you call that?
Gentle sweet?
Default.
Default, okay.
Yeah, default. General sweet I tried before. Like I used to love general sweet because I rarely drink black coffee in terms of long black nowadays with water. I usually drink with filter coffee.
Okay.
So my espresso usually is the milk coffee go-to.
Okay.
So I don't really use that much in terms of for black coffee anymore. Because I right now have a lot of stocks of filter coffee beans, man. I need to consume as much as I could.
So it depends on the time, what you have, and then what you prefer.
Yeah, I think you can just, because you're going to use that for a very long time, right? So I would suggest that you stick with one preset first and try to make it, the best that you can. Just try, man. Don't have to worry about, I need to be versatile of any grinder, any preset in decent espresso. You don't have to, dude. You don't have to. Yeah, don't worry about that, man. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Then let me just do my mic a little bit technical. What other question do you have, Jagdish?
What are the questions?
Yeah,
Okay, I have a list. Let me just ask you one.
no problem, man. I just trying to adjust my my gain level. All right, cool. Here you go.
Oh, apparently I asked that question already.
What? Oh, fine, man.
Different roasters with the same beans in.
Fine,
That
fine,
question is
fine.
answered.
Fine, don't worry about that, man. So we are at 1 hour mark. You have any more questions? Shall we wrap this up? If let's say there's none.
Yep. Okay, there I got one question.
All right, cool, man. Shoot me.
So, if someone wants to open a cafe,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
and you see, I've always had this idea that
yeah.
people should enjoy a good cup of coffee.
Who's the people?
Those who love coffee, who wants to have that the what do you call that the juice for boost them up in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you think pop up shops or like a small outlet that only serves coffee
Yeah.
to go?
You're trying to be a ristretto in Chiang Mai. But the ristretto, they don't have anything.
Just coffee.
Just coffee, no food. Yeah, they have chocolate.
Okay.
You want ice? Hot. That's all. No other options. The rest, coffee and coffee cocktail.
Do you think that these small shops, cafes that just sells coffee to go,
Yeah.
would it be a thing, or it depends on the people that they are?
Okay. Here's the thing. It has so many factors. First of all, where's the location? Second of all, who are the people operating that? Third, are you there enough to make a loss for the first few years? And then, and there are so many good examples that closed down because of all these factors. Yeah, they was thinking, oh, I'm gonna make probably like a living. I quit my job. I'm very passionate. I'm so passionate about all this coffee and stuff. Let me give you one tip. You love coffee doesn't mean you have to be the cafe operator, cafe owner. You don't have to. There's two separate things, man. They are two separate things. You love coffee, you can become a home brewer. Nobody's stopping you because you can do whatever you like, whenever you want to make your coffee. But in terms of operating a cafe or coffee bar or pop-up, whatsoever, right? You have to do it. You have to open the shop, whether you like it or not. You might be very loving it. Oh, I love coffee so much. I have to make coffee today. I feel like wake up at 9 o'clock. You can't do that, man, if you're a business owner. People start calling you, how come you're not opening today?
Right.
Right? The second of all, if you are a home brewer, you want to open a cafe. Forget about making coffee, man, because you're too busy to sustain business in terms of P&L, paperwork and stuff, hiring, salary, getting a supplier, talking to the tenants, the landlords and stuff, talking to the contractor, and scaling up, bringing business back to the cafe. You don't have time to make coffee, man. If you're really passionate about coffee, go and become a home brewer, man. Don't come out and do all this. It's a false belief. It's a fucking false belief. If you think that, oh, I can lose the money, I'm fine. This is based on my experience, because I used to be a coffee bar operator before.
Okay.
If you think that I'm fine to lose money, I'm fine. I'm more than enough, can feed my family and this and that. If you're fine to lose like every month 3K, 4K, 10K, 12K, 15K, so on and so forth, it's fine. What about your staff is not interested to work at your bar because of not much business happening?
Right.
They start to, attribute, resign. Right. that will, one person resign, right? That will have contagious effect.
Okay.
The next person will say, oh, you resign. Never mind, I'm a good friend with you. I also resign. The third person, so on and so forth. Eventually, they close down. If the business is no good, then how do you sustain the next month? It's all about business, man. That's why it's called business, man.
Right.
If your business is no good, then who's going to sustain the business for you next month? How about following month? How about third month? If the business is good, yeah, then you have no time to make coffee. Yeah, because you keep on bringing business back.
Right.
Right? That's the perfect scenario. Then you can focus on your partnerships. There are two problems for partnerships. Number one, when the business is too good, they want to do something else.
Right.
You are not aligned with your vision.
Right.
When business is too bad, they want to separate. They want to quit the pain.
Right.
There's no in between one. So that's my sense.
Yes, it's a good side.
Yeah. So I always put it this way: if you like coffee, think through coffee, making coffee, and operate a coffee business is two fucking separate things, man.
Yeah.
Just like the cook as well. I like to cook. That doesn't mean I have to be a chef. Be a cook and be a chef is different thing. Be a chef, you have to lead the people to cook, to operate as a team.
Correct.
You need to be the leader in the kitchen. And to be a cafe operator, a barista, head barista, is different than the head barista versus a business owner. It's different, man. So that's why the chef, right, usually be the owner of the restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Usually close down very fast, man.
Why?
To my understanding, because they want only focus on cooking. They do not want to do the hiring. They do not want to do the paperwork, the admin stuff. Because the chef, let's say the chef used to work in Shangri-La Hotel, right? Never do hiring one.
Right, just cook only.
Yeah. There are a few percentage, I would say a minority of people survive the business. Someone like Devakan, someone like Eat and Cook. I'm happy for them, man, because probably they've been through the corporate life differently. Like the boss of Devakan, he used to work in KDU, Culinary College, uni, not too sure college or uni. Yeah, so he survived it until right now he got the only Michelin stars, 2 Michelin stars in Malaysia.
Right. Okay.
I'm so happy. I'm very proud in terms of as a Malaysian. But not every chef survives, man. Put it this way, because they always have this mindset. I love to cook. I love to cook for family. I love to cook for my buddies. I want to operate a restaurant. It's 2 different fucking things, man. Put it this
But
way.
unless you have a right team with you that can lead different.
Yeah, unless a miracle happens on you. Unless you have the mindset already before you operate this business. Unless you already have the mindset. I'm going to do the hiring. I'm going to do the design recipe. I'm going to do the marketing. I'm going to do the whatever shooting of content creation, all this. Unless you have all this correct mindset. That is the business mindset. It's not a chef mindset.
Right.
Business mindset, don't care about quality, man. Not much. I care about the hospitality. I care about ingredients. I care about all this. Everything factors in. Chef, in my opinion, only care about the cooking quality. That's why I've seen so many examples of people suddenly want to stop working for this cafe because the boss doesn't allow this chef to use the highest grade, most expensive ingredients, and doesn't make sense in business, and cannot make a profit margin, healthy profit margin to sustain the business. That's
Okay.
why. Yeah.
That's a good insight.
Yeah. So think twice. Unless you have this mindset, oh, if I operate a coffee bar, I try to sustain the business. I try to do everything to be a boss, right? It's not sitting there and goyang kaki and stuff, man. To be a boss, you have to work 10 times harder than employees, probably 100 times more harder than employees. It's not what I saw from the Instagram reels. Oh, boss holding a handbag, and then manager on second tier, and then the workers on the third tier, then the hand over the money. It's the other way around, man. The hierarchy is the other way around. The employee should be the least worried, the least working hard. Although they work hard, the boss, you can have most of people have no understand who created this video, right? In IG Reels or this video. I'm sure he hates his job. Fucking hate his job. I'm sure he's an employee as well. So me as an employee, right? I work fucking hard, man. 7:30 I'm here. Even my staff is like 9 o'clock. I'm over here, admin and all this. Sometimes I work until 11. Post edit. My CNY only the third day I'm back to work. Yeah. Third day back to work and open my laptop and all this content creation, all this. Man, there's always so many shit happening. Like this podcast, man. So many shit. The listeners, I'm sure you understand. DSLR, I haven't deal with it yet. DSLR, how do I like fucking like the app is like program is like hiccup with it. Yeah, so that's the thing. So money, yeah. So making a lot of money. I'm not too sure whether I'm making a lot of money. Not too sure.
But you enjoy doing this?
Fucking enjoy every minute of it.
Yep.
At least I don't complain about my job. Yeah, so
I feel honored sitting down here with you, talking. Have my questions, and basically when I refer to what I learned and who told me that this bean is a bit like that, or I must use this technique, I'll say my Sifu told me.
Yeah,
it's not Dennis, it's Sifu.
Yeah, I'm glad, man. I'm glad that I can cultivate people like you, and hopefully you can spread the knowledge, and hopefully you can to teach. My only mission is over here. My life purpose is to spread knowledge.
You should.
I personally do not believe that I should chase money. I did before.
Yeah.
When I was an employee, I did before. Chase for money every time, looking for a better job, looking for a better car, looking at better for condo to stay.
Yep.
It doesn't work for me. Until our 30s, I got enlightened. I got over the, not by anyone, over the period of time, I start to see my pattern. I'm stuck in the loop. Over and over and over again. I cannot get out of the loop. Always look for a new job. Always look for a better offer. Always look for a better condo. When I have new job, better promotion, always look for a better car. You see? That's mediocre mindset that I was having. I don't give a shit what car I'm driving. My car is full of sounds right now, 9 years old. I don't mind to tell you, Toyota Altis 2014.
Good car.
Yeah, pretty good car. Yeah. Full of sound right now. Yeah. I'm not sure where is it.
I mean, which car? You can get a Mercedes, and after many years, you're going to have a lot of sound.
Yeah, so
you'll get there.
So if let's say I buy a company car, right now I'm trying to get an Elsa for event. I have a friend ask me, Dennis, you downgraded your status. The fuck is downgrading, man? Don't let your ego drive the business, man.
Yeah, these are the people there that see you through this. Only the right people can see beyond that. What you have, what you drive, it doesn't define you, actually.
So in some ways, yes, you do. I got this story that from my dear friend Ryan. He's very reluctant. He's been driving Persona for the past 12 years. 12 years, man. The Persona, 12 years, right? He's driving. Also bought second-hand 4 years. So in total, it's probably like 14 or 15 years already. Until one day, he's trying to get some taking new pool. He's a swim academy owner. Okay. And he's trying to get the pool, right? Because he got the pool from golf club.
Right.
Whatever, the house club or this clubhouse or this. So he got the chance to meet up with one of YB's, one of the owners of all these golf clubs.
Right.
So the owner insists want to send him back to his car.
Okay.
He's driving like 14 years old Persona, right? Eventually, luckily he has a partner who drives like old Mazda 3.
Okay.
Probably like few years, 5 years. He got this chip on his back. He lost it.
Okay.
Because he's saying he think that, oh, you guys were saying that your business is like 800 students every month, this and that, 6 pools, right? All this, everything. But how come you're driving this kind of car? How do I trust you? I'm not sure whether your data is accurate or not because you're driving this car. You're supposed to make like big bucks right now.
Right.
Because my friends like very humble people, right? Humble dude. That makes him change into Mercedes after like 14, 12 years of driving Persona. Yeah. So that right now he's very reluctant. He's very humble. He's trying not to show off this car to everyone. If it's not close to you, he park very far one.
Okay.
That's his story, he told me. That's the reason why he changed it. Also, he changed it like second-hand one, like 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah. So he can save like 50,000.
But the business perspective, right? Your prospect told you that why you, and then you change so that you get that business. It's not like
Only that will change.
Yes.
Based on necessity. Do not based on
What your
do not drive
your circle says.
do not based on the egotistic.
Yep.
You know, that will drive you nowhere, man.
True.
Yeah.
Correct.
All right. Any more questions, Jagdish?
I mean, it's already 1 hour mark. If
Let's go for
I
lunch.
don't want to lag your new laptop.
No lag. It's not a laptop problem. It's freaking DSLR problem, man. Right now. Yeah. But anyway, we have another angle over here. The Samsung. It will run for like 2-3 hours, no issue.
Okay.
The voice recording, can run for 10 hours, no issue, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any more questions, dude?
No, not necessarily, not exactly lah. I
Look, Jagdish, you also like the employer,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, in my opinion, also a very humble dude.
Who, me?
You, yeah,
Oh.
Jagdish, you're very humble. It's just that in life we have to find some leisure. You know, some people fall in the wrong hole, look
Yeah.
for women and stuff. You're lucky you have me. Look for coffee. Your wife should be very happy.
Yeah. She gets a good cup of coffee every day. She don't go to any cafe. She always find fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So me too. I don't really go to any cafe. The reason why is not because I'm very good. I'm better than anyone else. Because I have a lot of inventory in terms of coffee beans sitting in my, in my rack.
Okay.
That's why I have to consume as fast as possible so that I can get new stuff. I also believe the more I do, the more I learn.
Right.
The more I make coffee, the more I learn. I try this recipe and try that recipe. It doesn't work, then I have to change it.
Okay.
That is the skills that I learned throughout making my own coffee.
Okay.
Yeah. If let's say I sub this task to someone else like cafe barista, right? I'm depending on them, good or bad. Let's say I make a bad coffee, nobody blame but me, man. I have to find out what's the reason. I make a bad coffee. Yeah, that's the whole idea why home brewers, right? Part of me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason. So shall we wrap things up, Jagdish?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks for coming, man. And,
My pleasure.
To the listeners, if you're interested, if you're my students, you're interested to talk to me, to join some session like this with Jagdish, very similar with me and Jagdish doing right now. DM me, contact me. Feel free if you have any interesting roaster, one of the pioneers or whatever. Contact me so I can talk to them. I can talk to him or her, and I can share more stories of what's going on in specialty coffee industry. Anyway, thanks for listening to the Coffee and the Company podcast. Take care. So you want to say bye-bye, Jagdish?
Yeah, thank you, Dennis. Thank you to your. Hope the listeners get some knowledge on the poison is real. Learn. It's I enjoy doing what I'm doing. It's my daily rhythm, daily routine.
It's a leisure.
Yes.
It's pleasure, leisure.
Yeah. Please get in touch with the Barista Experience Academy. They will teach you proper.
Thank you, my dear student Jagdish. Take care.
My
Bye.
pleasure. Bye.